everybody, it is me. It is Monday. Happy reading rush. So I remembered to bring my camera today. The AC is on because it is 90 degrees today and I'm in my car and it's really hot. So I'm just going to test this out and see if the sound works. I know that the picture quality will be better because I'm on my camera and not my phone. I'm in my work parking lot again. I have my AirPods in to make it look like I'm talking on the phone. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna eat lunch. I have a sandwich. Happy reading rush! Yay! It's Monday the 20th, first day of the reading rush. I'm gonna take a bite. My sandwich is just okay. It's not great. But it is what it is. So, I was gonna go over my TBR. I think I will do that later today when I get home because I didn't bring the books. I didn't bring the books, so I will share my TBR with you when I get home. But I have started my book that I'm reading outside of my house. It's an audiobook. Are we shocked? No, we're not. And it is I'm Still Here by Austen Channing Brown. It's actually a Reese's Book Club book choice as well. I'm in chapter, let's see. I'm in chapter 3 right now. I had to stop. It's such a bummer. I had to stop because things were happening at work and I've needed to focus on that. So, but the first couple of chapters have been really good, and like she started talking. Ooh, there's a spider in my car. No, no. It's tiny, but I'm not feeling it. Anyway, but she started the book talking about like her name, like her first name's Austen, right? And typically when you think of Austen, I think usually you think of a boy, and then you may or may not think of a white boy. And so she talked about like how that was kind of a struggle growing up and why her parents named her Austen, and there's a couple of reasons, and it was just really like interesting, and I've already been like a couple times. It just reminds you that everybody's experiences in the world are different, and I feel lucky to be able to have access to these books and to read people's experiences and just like get to know people on a little bit of a different level. I will probably never meet Austen in real life, but to hear about some of her experiences growing up so far have been very, very interesting. And she was referencing some R&B artists, and I was like, yeah, Luther Vandross, yeah, SWV TV shows that I was watching. So that was awesome. I was like, yeah, I love those shows. So anyway, really good so far. And hopefully I'll be able to continue listening to that after lunch. Hopefully things will calm down a little bit so I can like hear it. It's not a very long book. It's only like 3.5 hours long. So I should, if I don't finish it today, I'll probably finish it by tomorrow. So that's actually a happy surprise. So that'll be one. And then I do have plans when I get home to read with the kids as well. So those are kind of my reading plans so far for today, and then when I get home I'll share my TBR and everything with you. But anyway, happy reading rush. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are participating and what books you're gonna read and all that stuff. This is my first reading rush, and I you know, I didn't sign up on the website. I might. I don't know if you still can, but I might, because you can earn badges. Like, what? I like earning badges. Badges are fun. So anyway, so yes, I'm not on Twitter, so if they've got stuff going on Twitter, I have no idea about that. I do know they have some Instagram stuff going on, but let's be real, I am a very amateur bookstagrammer. Like, my posts are so not aesthetically beautiful, like most of them are, like most other people. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna just see you guys in a little bit. Okay, bye. Hi everybody, happy first day of reading rush. Okay, so I just got home from work, tried vlogging a little bit in my car. I haven't looked at that little 5 minutes yet, so that may have come before this and it may not, I don't know. I'm actually like in this tiny corner of my bedroom with our other bookshelf because my mom is out in the living room making cornbread in 90-degree weather, so it's hot out there. You can probably hear the sink also. My husband is in the office, which is where my bookshelves are, and I didn't know where else to go, so here I am. The cat is crawling over me right now. So I thought I would go over my TBR for Reading Rush. And I'm just going to get into it. First challenge is to read a book whose cover matches your birthstone. So I am a December baby. So that is turquoise, zirconia or something, blues, xeron, something. Basically turquoise and blues is what I gather with that. So I've decided to choose The Selection by Kira Cass. Never read it before. I heard a lot of people like it. I guess it's like The Bachelor. I'm not into The Bachelor, but I've heard it's kind of like The Bachelor. I don't know. Anyway, I've heard good things about it. Doesn't sound like I have, but I have. And the cover fits like turquoise perfectly, so there you go. My cat is up on the windowsill and he's now proceeding to knock things off the windowsill, so that's awesome. The next challenge is to choose a book that starts with the word the. And we can double up. So, The Selection by Kira Cass, or The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu, which also fits the blue theme of my birthstone. So, am I a genius? Yes. Yes, I am. And, okay, so there's that. Then the third challenge is, or maybe the fourth book, another challenge is read the first book that you touch. So here's how I did that. I was looking for books that fit my birthstone, and I pulled this one out to check the cover, and then I was like, technically this is the first book I touched when thinking about Reading Rush books, so there you go. Am I a genius? Yes, yes I am. The challenge is to read a book that inspired a movie that you've seen, or you read a book that you've seen the movie of, something like that. So, in looking at all the books I own, that wasn't Harry Potter, was this one, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Yes, the Lightning Thief. So I've seen this one, never read the book, I want to read the book, so there you go. next prompt is to read a book that takes place on a different continent that you're on, and I chose Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. This is about, well, I don't know. Well, I do know. Well, I sort of know. I do know, but I don't know. This book is raved about by Peruse Project, and really made me want to read it. And I was like, huh, I actually got that book. So I chose this one. I've been wanting to read it. It sounds like really cute and fun, and like, I think it's like a sort of like a historical fiction romance sort of thing. Which brings me to the next challenge, which is read a book in a genre that you're afraid of, or in a genre that you're not comfortable with, or one that you don't normally read, outside of your comfort zone, however anyone is interpreting it. So, Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. Because I don't read romance, and I don't read contemporary really, so perfect. I don't want to go overboard with the books, but I already have 4, so, and there's 7 challenges, so I think I'm doing good so far. Last challenge is to read a book completely outside of your home, and there's been a lot of like discussion about like, well, what does that mean? And a lot of us can't leave, so I decided to download an audiobook from my library and listen to it at work. So I chose I'm Still Here by Austin Channing Brown, and it's also a Reese Witherspoon book club book, and I believe so. I've already listened to a few chapters of it, yay me, so we're off to a good start, and I feel like it's kind of like a memoir, but I don't own a physical copy, so I haven't been able to like really look. My phone's going off again. I haven't really been able to like look at it to see the description. Back again. Can you tell I'm a little rushed here? I'm a little rushed. I want to get this in when I still have some light going on, and I have to read with the kids, so I'm like trying to get this in before they call, but they've already called, so I've missed their call, so I gotta like wrap this up. But I'm listening to I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness by Austin Channing Brown. I've listened to the first 3 chapters of this. It's really good. She's basically talking about her experiences as a black woman in white society, and it's been, dare I say, relatable. It's not relatable because obviously I am not black, but the things that she's experienced are things that I could have easily been in that situation also, in terms of like I could have been like her classmate or something like that. And so you know, it's been like, I think this book you know, would be good for white women to read, if I'm being honest, and it would be really good for Christians to read as well, because she it sounds like she's worked in a Christian organization, or a few Christian organizations, where she still experienced racism and microaggressions, and she like walked us through like her experience through like hiring processes and being vetted into companies, and her experiences with coworkers. And I just sat there and I was like, man, you know, like, no wonder black women are just so strong and like brilliant, because they have to be, in order to deal with the bull crap that we throw at them all the time. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. I am going to call the kids because I feel bad that I've missed their call. So I'm going to call the kids. We're going to read a few chapters of Keeper of Lost Cities Exile, which is not on my Reading Rush TBR. But that's okay, because they are more important than a TBR. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to read to them, and then I'm going to pick one of these books to start tonight. And then I'm going to reward myself with either Animal Crossing or Paper Mario Origami King, because clearly I can't just have one video game to play. I have to have multiple video games to play. I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay. Alright, so let's read with the kids. Hello everyone, dinner time, and I'm just making chicken because it is 90-something degrees outside and I am not trying to turn on the oven. So I'm just going to, well, okay, so I've sort of browned it on one side. I've just flipped it over, and now I'm going to put some of this no soy island teriyaki over it. And then I'm just going to pop the lid on and basically let it like simmer / boil until it's done. And then the idea is to shred it up and then put it in chicken wraps. And just have chicken wraps for dinner. So that is the plan for dinner. Something simple and easy. Hopefully it turns out okay, because when I whip stuff together, kind of hit and miss sometimes. I'm just going to use the rest of it because I'm like that. Yeah, so now I'm just going to pop the lid on and hopefully it all turns out. And now we're going to read. Hi everybody. So I decided to start with Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. So hopefully this is a good book to start with. Here we go. This is dinner. Yum, yum, yum. Grub. Hi peeps. Okay, Monday night, day one of Reading Rush coming to an end. I started bringing down the Duke, and I'm on page, I don't know, I'm on page 50, so not very far. Oh, not very far, but it's good so far. So it is about Annabelle, and she gets so Oxford has just like started admitting women, and she gets a stipend from the Women's Suffrage Society or movement or group or whatever. And so she convinces her cousin to let her go to Oxford. She gets the stipend, so she has to like basically support the effort of the suffrage movement. She ends up meeting the Duke, and things have ensued. I think it's pretty much a love to, not a love to hate, that would be interesting, hate to love kind of deal is like what I'm feeling right now. So that's happening there. The vocabulary she's using, I'm like, I don't know that word, I don't know that word, I don't know what that word is. So that's awesome for me. But I like the writing. It's kind of whimsical to me. Yeah, so it's fun so far. I'm reading it a little slower because it's kind of outside of my comfort zone. I don't typically read stories like this, so I'm reading it a little slower than normal, but I hope to get a good chunk of this in before I fall asleep. But I don't know how I'm gonna do 5 books in 7 days. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, hope you guys had a good first day of Reading Rush. See you tomorrow. Hey everybody, happy day 2 of Reading Rush. I am back in my car at my lunch break, and of course I've propped my camera up on my steering wheel so you can kind of see it right here. I'm a floating head. Things are good. So I just listened to like 3 day 1 Reading Rush vlogs where everyone has already finished a book, and I'm like over here, I'm only a third of the way through one of them. I'm doing really well. Still reading Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. I've got to page 132 last night. So I'm on chapter 14. So I'm about a third of the way through. And it's getting cuter the more I'm reading it. So right now we're kind of like in between the flirty stage. They're like passing notes to each other, and they've got a little like inside joke going on, so that's super cute. I do feel like something's about to happen, because remember, she's part of the suffrage group, which he knows, and he's the Duke, right? And so you know, they've kind of been like, you know, you gotta get the Duke, you gotta get the Duke. And so what's happening right now, I just think it's gonna like come out, you know, of course it's going to be this huge misunderstanding because people don't communicate and they just assume, and you know, drama's going to happen because drama's already happened. And yes, so that's kind of where what I think is going to happen. But again, it's really cute, and he's very taken by her, and it's all just very innocent, and you know, they're infatuated with each other's mouths, like their lips or whatever. It's just very like innocent and tame and cute. And so yeah, I'm enjoying it. I wish I was reading it a little bit faster than I am, but that's all right. So anyway, it's my lunch break. Like I said, I had to put my hair up because it's hot today. It's hot. Got my sandwich, and so I'm gonna read and eat my sandwich and see how far I can get in the next 20 minutes. So let's do this. Hi, happy day 2 again of Reading Rush. What time is it? It's 4:15 on Tuesday. Just got home, I've showered, changed my clothes. I got Starbucks as a little treat because it's like in the high 90s today. Hence, like, you can probably hear that in the background. We're not allowed to have window ACs in this apartment complex, so we had to get a portable one, and it's just super loud. Anyway, picked up Starbucks. This is what I got. It looks like the guava passion fruit drink, right? It's not what I wanted. I wanted, can you see? It's gonna focus on my face. A grande iced guava white tea. That's what I wanted. I'm not convinced that's what I got. It oddly tastes very similar to the guava drink. Which, okay, everyone's gonna be like, well, there's guava in it. Okay, I understand that. But look at what it looks like on the app. Okay, that's what the iced guava white tea looks like. That's what it looks like on the app. And then, when you look up, can't do this one-handed. When you look up cold drinks, iced guava, passion fruit, another 2 minutes of me trying to focus this. Look at that. It's so different. So, I claim false advertising Starbucks. Got my husband an iced. I didn't get him coffee because he wants to cut back. I got him an iced passion tango tea because that's caffeine free. I didn't think he'd like the peach green tea. He would like chai, but there's caffeine in that. So, anywho, not what I was expecting. I'm not sure if it's what I wanted. Like I wanted white tea with a hint of guava. I don't know. Anyway, it's been 3 minutes going on and on and on about guava tea. So whatever, it's fine. So I have an update for you. I am going to, I have not been able to edit yesterday's video because, okay, so my program is on my computer. My computer is in the office. My husband works until 7, and then we have to eat dinner, and I wanted to read, and so it just didn't pan out. I really wanted to do daily vlogs for Reading Rush. I just don't know if logistically I'm going to be able to do it because I don't have access to my computer until 7 o'clock. So what I might do, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might just combine these two and post it tomorrow morning. We shall see. So today, however, I did finish. Let me pull it up. So I finished I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness by Austin Channing Brown. I downloaded the audiobook for my library so that I could do the Finish a Book Outside of Your House challenge. So check mark for that. It's not very long on the audio. It's like 3.5, close to 4 hours. And she narrates it, so that's a huge plus for me. But I really enjoyed it. You know, she just wrote about like her experiences, you know, some of them growing up when she was young, like little, some in college, some, you know, when she entered corporate America, she's worked for like nonprofits and outreach programs, and just like her experiences with like white fragility and white tears. And you know, she worked for like I believe it was like a Christian outreach program, and it was like they would bring in different youth groups, and so that the youth groups could work with the community. And she told this story about how, like, oh gosh, it's so disgusting, how there was just this group of people that wouldn't, like, they had to be coaxed off of the bus to walk, like, you know, the 15 feet from the bus to the building. And it just started off bad. And like she talks a lot about like how her first name was Austin, and when people typically hear the name Austin, they automatically think male, and then usually, most likely, they think white male. And so, you know, she's the director of a lot of things because, you know, she's amazing. And so a lot of times people say, well, I want to talk to the director. I'm the director, my name is Austin. And so and then they'd be like, are you sure? Like, how dare you? So it was very, very interesting. I really did enjoy it. And I really encourage everybody to check it out. It just, you know, I think that people should, you know, read books and listen to books about the Black experience as much as possible. And some parts are going to be really hard to listen to, and they're going to be painful, and a lot of people are going to be defensive, and well, and there's a lot of talk about like good white people. Well, you're a good person, so you can't be racist, but then you don't realize that you do like microaggressions, or you say stupid crap, or whatever the case may be. And so I think that if people just continue to expose themselves to these realities and acknowledge that in themselves, then, you know, you're doing something. So it was just it was really good. I updated in the car during lunch. I don't know how that turned out. I haven't like watched it yet, but I did end up reading 2 more chapters of Bringing Down the Duke, and it's definitely getting steamier, and I'm hoping that it just stays at the level that it's at, because y'all know, like, I cannot do like the overboard, over the top descriptions. I usually just like pass right by them because I just cannot. But so far it's just been like tasteful, you know, a passing here, a note there. Tensions are building up now. My mom was gonna talk to me. 3, 2, no, she's ignoring me. Okay, so it's really good. I am going to pick that up and start reading that. I am super glad, like, I'm happy that I finished a book, even though it was an audiobook. And I'm hoping I'll finish Bringing Down the Duke today, because if I do, my mom is messing around with the microwave. If I do, then I'll be on track for the reading rush. So hopefully I will be able to do it. Wish me luck. I have a lot of 300-page books to read. Ooh, not a lot of time to do it. So I'm gonna get to it. See you guys in a little bit. Today's dinner is brought to you by Cook All the Vegetables in the Refrigerator. So I've got zucchini and carrots, and I have some broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm cooking some chicken back there. I'm not going to show you a close-up because I keep showing you cooking chicken, and that's not a cute look. And then I made a little sauce right here. It's actually coconut aminos. It looks like dark soy sauce, which I love the darkness of this particular aminos. It's from Thrive Market. And then I've got some, what is that? Garlic And I got some ginger in there and a tiny bit of honey and some mirin. And I've got some japchae noodles, kind of like softening up right here. Not making traditional japchae because one, I've never been taught how to do traditional japchae, but two, like I know that you have to cook it in stages, so you cook like one item at a time and you separate everything, and then you serve. I believe japchae is typically served cold or room temperature, but it takes a really long time. So I'm not doing it traditionally. I'm just kind of throwing stuff together, made a sauce, using the noodles, and calling it japchae. Japchae inspired dish, I guess is probably the better way to say it. So that is what is for dinner. I've read a couple more chapters of my book, still really enjoying it. I just think things are gonna hit the fan. They've had interludes now. They've had some interludes, people. One at a ball, one in a maze. I don't know if I should have told you that, but I did, so I'm sorry. But anyways, interludes are happening. It's really good. It's really good. A little bit more descriptive than I would like. But other than that, really good. I just love like just the angst and the tension and the will they, won't they. They both want to, but do they? Anyways, intrigue. I'm going to finish assembling dinner. I'm going to put my hair back up because it's hot. And my camera's about to die, so I'm going to change the battery and I'm going to get back to reading. Oh my gosh. Hi, hello. Okay, it's 11 o'clock and I'm almost finished with Bringing Down the Duke, and I had to skip some pages, just saying, which, okay, I skipped pages, but then I had to go back and like try and find the parts where they had some dialogue. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was fun. But I'm enjoying the story. I'm really enjoying the story, and but I'm finding myself just like, is it really like that in the 1800s? Like, I realized the suffrage movement, and it was fighting for the woman's right to vote, and she wasn't property and all of that. I understand that. But like, when you have two people from different classes and they can't be together, but they can, but they can't, but they can. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. And like, it just kind of sucks. It sucks. So it's making the story like a little frustrating, but I'm still enjoying it. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know who I am right now, but it's a good book. So I should be able to finish that tonight. I'm gonna end day 2 here. I'm gonna go finish the book. I'll update you on it tomorrow. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday, and I will see you later.